Hello and welcome back to the final episode of the week for Hooky Hour, where we are right in the thick of things, right in the meaty center of it all. We are chewing into the steak. We've got Miss Andrews on the ropes. Let's see where it takes us. Right now we are trying to get her to confess that she did the crime. It's about as best as I can summarize it without going into too much detail. So, we have already in the last episode clicked on all these. So, or pressed all these statements. Juan, he was, sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. Now, in this statement, this is when Phoenix notes that, like, there's something weird about that. So in Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. Okay. I saw him sitting like that. Maybe we should, like, look at the crime scene again. Oh. Well, that's awfully funny you'd think he was just sitting over for a nice nap when there's in fact there's a knife in his chest? I don't know how you could possibly taking a nice nap considering there's a knife in his chest. The question is, do we use the knife for the crime photo? Let's try this. Aha! We got it! Right off the bat. So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him? No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body? The body. Ah! I forgot about the knife. What is the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There is a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Corda's chest. Anyone who saw this scene would have immediately thought that here was a dead man. Well, you see, I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted, and then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is? Come on, Judge. Miss Andrews, your testimony just now, it was all one giant lie. Oh, God. Oh, gotta scratch ankle. Really itching. Okay, sorry. Anyways. After that, Anyway. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly. That you are the real killer. Oh. No! It looks like the base has been dropped. It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Matt Ongard, is not guilty after all. But that's impossible. You're wrong. Miss Andrews, try to have some composure. How to be a composer. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt. I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan. But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was you might end up incriminating yourself. And guess what? You just incriminated yourself. So take that, you stupid idiot. That's because... Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? I refuse to testify. Come on. Just say the damn thing. And there's no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Matt Ongard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Is it over? Have we found the truth at last? What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. A little suspicious. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matt On Guard. Ooh. All right.
Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time.
What?
The reason is quite simple. Where's your evidence, you stupid ass? This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth.
The absolute real truth? What are you?
Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt OnGuard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party.
That's a lie. I don't believe you. Come on. The judge is sitting there like, okay, time to indict you for the murder. She's like,
no, that's not gonna happen. What? I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over, and Matt would never be declared guilty.
What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it?
I can't speak about it. I'm too scared.
It's Francisca von Karma.
Huh?
Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of others, because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. Then right now, Miss Andrews is... Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Matt OnGuard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now and is clinging on to them. Then what should we do? Convince her not to? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this.
Think, Phoenix, think.
But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is get her not guilty. That is my only priority. Ooh.
It wasn't me. I'm begging you. Please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please. Someone, help me.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court can't continue on like this, therefore I'd like to hear what you intend to do.
What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Right? I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime.
Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except the woman crying over there, right? I don't know. Ooh, seems like we're about to take a steer away from that. I knew this would end too early if we only did like 2 sessions.
Come on now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Well, she hasn't given us the full truth yet, has she? But yet we gotta save Maya. Oh no. It's the pursuit of law versus the pursuit of happiness and safety. And I guess also the pursuit of law, because that'd just be another murder case, but... Oh no. We can't back down on our laurels as a lawyer? But yet our dear friend and assistant is like in danger. I guess we can go on a little bit longer, right? We don't have to get that not guilty verdict just yet, right? Right? Alright, force her to testify. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But I can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that. Come on, Phoenix. Miss Andrews, I'd like to know what you are really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're saying? Doing? Sure, Mr. OnGuard would get an acquittal, but in his place, you would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end?
Be quiet, how dare you? You're trying to trick me.
That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth.
You're wrong. Oh. Oh? What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However,
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Stop.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, here we go. This witness, how should I put this, has an illness. What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Aw, no, Stop, please stop. Ah, jeez, this is brutal. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. Ah, that's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I am about to do, don't you? Oh my god, I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. The secret of her dependent nature? Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in this world. Please, please stop, I beg you. If people find out, I'll be toast. Delicious toast. Now, I'll commit suicide if you don't. You say that. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. Damn, that's cold. Edgeworth, how can you be so cold? Call him Coldworth? However, before you die, I will make you. I will pull the truth from your still breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. Damn, okay. So, will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either is fine with me. Dang. I'll talk, but please, help me. Dang, that's just brutal, man. Nothing matters anymore. Ah, jeez. My crime. I feel bad going through this. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume.
Holy shit. You stabbed a dead body? Stabbed the body with a knife, but why would you do that?
Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man.
What do you mean by all this?
It might take this court a little while to understand, but this is the truth, and nothing but. The real killer is Matt, that scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Oh? Last time? So, Miss Andrews stabbed the victim Juan Corrida in the chest with a knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt Engard for the murder. Or of, like, seems like she was making sure he would get acquitted or get, like, you know, charged with murder. And this is her crime. Well, what? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer?
Mr. Wright, please get over here, get over your shock and commence the cross-examination.
Damn. We are bulleting through this. Alright. You know what we're doing. When I first saw him, I thought he had really fainted. But you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you said you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck. That scarf is part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. I guess the scarf could have also... Wait, no, never mind. It didn't have the knife on it yet. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up, and went to pour the juice. Okay. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. What is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weakness, or weakest weak point to the world. He doesn't like ketchup. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. Despite his red ketchup jacket, he doesn't like ketchup, damn it! That's when I thought, I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt, just to be sure. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. That was so you could get the knife, correct? That knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. Okay. And then I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. Ugh. So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife. That knife job. It gives me the goosebumps. Think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. I was the murderer. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. Ongai's hakama. I really like that word, the hakama. Yes, that's what I plan to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they? Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. An inconvenience? There's a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lana. Oh no, not your hair spikes. There is also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth. That's Miss Oldbag for you. All of our favorites, first video game characters, or first game characters. I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. We finally arrived to the conclusion from the sounds of it. You were the one that prepared the costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there.
What is the secret?
That, I don't know. That's what it was. He didn't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about this costume.
I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. Ongard's room and planted the button?
In Matt's hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it.
My word! What does this all mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it? I am your lawyer, yes? The real criminal is Matt Ongard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Oh, Francisca, huh? She said that I should, under no circumstances, confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. dot dot dot. Everyone's silenced, like they're all silenced, like, damn, she's an idiot.
What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer.
Damn it. Wait, Your Honor. The defense still... Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything.
Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her being the murderer. Or murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Let it go, Mr. Wright.
Damn. But...
Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately. She did tamper with some evidence, so...
That is all. Court is adjourned for today.
Oh gosh, that had some reverberation to it. No, we're all just standing there looking at each other. Oh man, that's what his seat looks like? Looks like a throne. Oh, Phoenix. Oh no. I don't think I've ever seen that sprite of him before. Today's trial, it's over. I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Edgeworth, what is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. Asked. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now I found this in the room on that day. The Room? That is a great movie. That Day? I don't know about that movie. Yes. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. He was lying there right next to him. You found that card next to the victim's body? I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket and started playing with it unconsciously too. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right? That sounds like a calling card to me. Guess not, but it's still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Oh, hold it. Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry! Edgeworth? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This! I can't believe you hid this from me all this time! I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before. Ooh, that card. What in the world is it? What does it mean? Okay, a conch card. To be continued. We'll figure that out. Whatever the relevance of that card is, we will figure it out next time on Hooky Hour. Now we will go ahead and save that. And well, let's go ahead just a little more. All right, we're gonna pick up from here. All right, Pearl, we'll save it for next time. All right, next time. I will see you all later. Bye.